Welcome to the Financial Enhancement Group Trust Services. We are glad you are here. My name's Joe Clark. I'm the founder of FEG Trust Services. It's an honor you're taking the time to learn and to listen to what it is we have to say. Your journey is unique. Your financial, where you've been, where you're going is unique. And we believe that that is so very, very important to remain individual as opposed to a box type thinking. I've been in the financial services world for a little over 35 years, and we've been able to break down the financial components of life into the areas that seem to be the most critical in people's financial journey. And my mission has always been to help people complete their financial journey. It's not a day by day, quarter by quarter, year by year thing. It's a financial decision where you're making the best choices you can with the opportunities you have today. You're selecting the best decision, not just for today, but for what you can in the future. It's understanding that we live in a world that has to adapt to be able to make changes. And we built the Financial Enhancement Group Trust Services to be able to deal with your unique situation and help you navigate your financial journey and ultimately complete it the way that you want it done. There's many different aspects to it, many different steps. I've been in the industry for more than 35 years, and I've read trust documents, what we call legacy tools, from more than 300 different law firms. I'm not an attorney. We don't write one. We have an attorney on our team, but I don't write documents. I merely read them. I read them for the simplification of what it means to your life and the legality of what the attorneys did and what I refer to as their art form of how to make sure that your wishes are actually conveyed in legalese. We built a trust services division to help you complete the financial journey. And when most people hear about legacy planning, they wind up with what most trusts are. When I was 28 years old, 29 years old, I had my first trust created. It was 22 pages long. And a page and a half dealt with me. What happens if I'm still here? And it essentially said if a judge declared me incompetent or two doctors said that I was mentally incapacitated, that my successor trustee would take over and be in charge of my trust. And I didn't think a lot about it. I was young. I was new to the industry to a large degree. But today, 35 years later, I will tell you, I have yet to see any of the families that we take care of actually take their parents to court to have them declared incompetent. On very rare occasions, I've seen doctors sign off that people are mentally incapacitated, but it generally comes because they're in an Alzheimer's unit or they're in a hospital after a stroke or a car wreck, and the situation is pretty clear. We're just reticent as children to take away all of the rights that our parents have inside of their ability to make choices and ultimately decisions. People don't want to enforce what I call a nuclear option. There has to be a better way. And that's as an entrepreneur, as a managing partner of another firm, as a person that's created a family dynamic of assets. I wanted to figure out a solution for me and my family. And so I took the best that I could out of those documents, the best that I could out of those 300 law firms, their ideas. I took what I've learned over 35 years from the 2,000 families that we've served and constructed what we call a gold standard that says, hey, this isn't a one size fits all. A trust isn't just about names. A will's not just about who the executor is. Are they working in concert? Is everything cohesive? Are we ready to go to make sure as we complete our financial journey that everything is the way we wanted it? Now, here's the interesting part. Remember I said in that 22-page document, a page and a half was about me. I didn't like the way that they would declare me incapacitated or incompetent, and I really didn't worry about it because I was young. Today, I'm 56 years old. Now, I'm taking care of families into the fourth and sometimes even longer decade. And I'm watching cognitive ability decline. The people that I dealt with 20 years ago are not necessarily the same people that they were today. And I recognize that would be naive and perhaps even arrogant for me to believe, well, that won't happen to me. These are people that I love, admire, respect. Cognitive impairment is just part of longevity. We lose that ability to make decisions as well as we could make them when we were younger. Now, I hope that doesn't happen today or tomorrow or 5 years from now, but for me to ignore the probability that it will happen in my life at some point in time, should the good Lord allow me to be here, I need to acknowledge that and deal with it. And that is really why we built the Financial Enhancement Group Trust Services Division. We have a document that is unique to you, that is tailored for your family needs, that then deals with what I call incremental incapacitation. You can find that in another video later on. Deals with the reality of life, that my legacy isn't just about my kids, it's what about me? What about me and Barb as we age when we can't make the same decisions that we can make today? The Trust Services Division is designed to help you serve as a fiduciary and make financial decisions for you when you no longer have the ability to make your best possible decision from the choices that are available.